Now I've taken the liberty of cleaning off our board so that we can move on. All right, so let's talk about powers again. Let's go back to our favorite guy, the number 2. So what happens if I multiply this 2 to the second power times 2 to the third power? So what happens? So let's look. We said that this is how many times we multiply 2 by itself. So we end up with 2 times 2. And then this would be, we're multiplying that by that. So we'd end up with 2 times 2 times 2. So what we end up with is this going to here, and this guy going here. Well, let's look here. What did we end up with? We ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right? And you saw me do it at 2 to the second, which is 2 times 2, 2 to the third, which is 2 times 2 times 2, ended up with 2 to the fifth. Now, what would happen here if I did the same thing with 3? 3 to the second times 3 to the third. We'd end up with 3 times 3 for the first one, and then 3 times 3 times 3 for the second one, again with 5. Interesting. 2 and 3 give us 5. Well, let's see if that holds. What happens, let's pick another one. Let's pick a 3 to the 4 times 4 to the third. Now let's not do that. Let's do something much more fun and interesting, just so that we have something to play with. Let's say 5 to the third. Well, we can't do anything with that. These guys aren't the same. Well, if they're not the same, then we won't end up with this value. So if the bases are the same, and I raise a power to a power, the end result is going to be me adding the exponents. But that doesn't happen. Let's go here. Let's come here, and let's grab a color. And we'll go here, and let's grab a color. Let's grab red. So we'll do this, and we'll grab a line here. And I didn't turn to the color, but you get the idea. So what happens is we have to have the same base, so that 4 to the second times 4 to the fifth is going to be equal to 4 times that for the first one, and then we'll have and 5, which will give us 4 to the 7. So now we have another rule. A rule that says, and let's use our handy dandy a raised to some power, m, doesn't matter, m is just a number, times a raised to another power, n, equals a to the m plus n. And this rule applies to all of our values, whether they are numbers or letters, which are variables. It applies to all of them if we have the same base.